I was just really not expecting him to answer them whatsoever, or not like go into as much detail about them as he did.
Lex, love, you gonna subscribe because I did.
Thank you, Jackson. Hey y'all, this is Alexi, aka Lex Love. All right, so it's been a while since I have been sitting in front of this backdrop. I think it's like been a month, and the last time I was up here I was talking about the Mexican concert, and that was a month ago. It was a whole month ago, and it just feels like it was so much longer. So this is gonna be more of like me just highlighting random moments from Jackson on the Kinjaz podcast. That was the video dropped yesterday. I'm just gonna pick parts that stood out to me, parts that I liked, and then I'm just going to react and talk about it, and probably gonna be venting about myself as well. So if you don't want to hear about me, please leave. I just want to say, first off, I was me personally, I don't know if this was just me, but I was personally caught off guard by a lot of these questions. I was not expecting these questions to be answered, but they were, and I was very shocked about that, because I know Jackson does not really talk about his relationships like that, or dating in general. So I was extremely shocked to see these questions actually being answered. I was really not prepared for that whatsoever. Let's go to the first part that I really liked. Let's see.
And admit that you're like, you know, I don't feel like I deserve it though.
Yeah, of course.
What do you mean by that?
No, I just feel like with my skill set and just I think I should be better and to a level that skill set.
What skill set?
Like dance skill set.
Dance skill set.
Yeah.
You're pretty dope, man.
You know, I just really understand why he says all these things that he says about not being like where he wants to be and all that stuff, because as an artist, we're just always striving to get better at our craft, and we're always striving to improve and just be better from the previous work that we did. Like, it's just a constant road of just going up. So I get it. I get what he means, man. I get it. Yeah. Like with my videos, I honestly feel like they're just like kind of bootleg, but I keep trying, you know? I just keep trying because I have a goal. I have a goal of what I want to do in the film industry. So I just have to keep going. I have to go.
What, you say that like you're a ajushi right now?
No,
so.
it feels like it's my last year in the 20s, man.
How does that feel?
I feel like I wish I had more time.
Why do you feel you would wish you were more accomplished by this time, or?
I mean, I went through a lot to figure out, to know myself better, you know, and this industry is that, and that industry this. I met people that's like, you know, some shady people. Like, I mean, everybody goes through that in their life, but it took me really long, you know. But from outside, people be like, no, you're doing fine, you know, like you're doing this, it's cool. But inside, you just don't know how much shit that I went through. It's stark, you get what I mean? And I don't even want to get into it.
But that's not how life works though, right?
Exactly. So I'm not, I mean, I'm just saying it's not like I can change anything. But I just wish.
Man, I could see the like the wheels turning in his head about turning 30. Jackson, look, I actually had a mental breakdown when I turned 30. If you've been watching my channel long enough, I was crying for one of the reaction videos to his song Jackson Wang. Wang Jar. I was crying because I had turned 30 and I was just feeling so lost. I felt like I had wasted so much time, and by 30 I thought I would be in my career, settled, like just being fully independent, and that's just literally not what happened. And I was just so done with everything, like done. And I understand having like number of goals, right? Like, oh, this age I want to do this age I want to do that, but like, I don't know, since I've turned 30, even though it doesn't feel like I'm more secure in myself, I actually am more secure in myself. I'm more comfortable with myself, even though that's still a work in progress. You just always have to realize what you have done and the things you have accomplished, and remember that. And if you ever feel like, oh my god, like I don't know, write down what you are happy you achieved. Write down the things you're grateful for, so that helps to put things in more perspective. Like, that's all I can really say. But I promise you, being 30, it's greater than the 20s. It is. It's just, it's better, period. I realized when I was editing that I forgot to completely include the part where Jackson was like talking to Anthony about how he feels everything is like arranged, and that whatever is meant to be is meant to be. And that wow, if that's like not the motto of my life this year, I don't know what is. Like, I'm really trying to like live my life by that motto now, because I just know that when it's for you, it just works so smoothly. Like, you have to do the work for it. Life will just put you at the right place at the right time. Life will make you meet someone at the right time, meet the right person at the right time. Like, it's just all connected, and you have to just do the work for it to be prepared, and just let these opportunities come to you. That it was just really cool to like hear from my favorite artist. You don't realize these things until much later a lot of the time, and it's just crazy to think about. And that's just the beauty of life. Out of every moment, I think this is the main moment that I like want to sit down and talk to him about, like go into detail about that. So what are your thoughts on blah 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 blah? Like, I kind of want to get into like a spiritual conversation with him about life, or just like what he feels about things like this. So yeah, that part is the one that stuck out to me the absolute most, just because of where I'm going in life. And I just really hope one day I can like actually sit down with this man and talk to him, and I just really want to ask him some questions. Like, I really do. But we'll just have to see. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
You had mentioned, again, you can avoid this, you had mentioned that last year was really, really tough for you.
Yeah, I'm still recovering from that this year.
What was tough?
From the outside, everybody thinks, oh, you're doing fine, you know, congrats on your tour, congrats on your fashion, your whatever, your business, you know, you seem to be doing okay, and congrats on that. But internally, like, I have never been this lonely in my life. When I talk about lonely, it's not just physically, it's like my soul. Because I was always a positive guy. Like, you know, let's go, you know, let's get it, and let's work hard on it. It's okay we fail, but let's go. I was always that kind of person, but I felt lost.
I'm really sorry that you were suffering last year, and that last year was really tough for you. I'm glad you are recovering from how you felt last year, and just know that we're here for you. I mean, I know I'm just a fan, but we're here for you. Yeah, I mean, like, you say we homies, so.
You know, I start to review and reflect on myself. Hey, you know, and that helped me a lot. And also, like, I realize a lot of people go through the same shit too. You know, everyone's in some way alone in their soul and heart. But I felt like I thought it wasn't okay, but now I think, hey, it's a part of life and it's beautiful.
It does sound and I love that you said that is beautiful, by the way. You know, I mean, all of us learning and growing and stuff, and being able to even acknowledge stuff within ourselves is such a powerful part of the life's journey, you know. But it does sound, you know, even with everything you're mentioning too, this is why I was saying earlier, it's like maybe you could use something that is almost like completely separate from the hustle, from the business, from, you know what I mean, from everything that you have worked so hard for, sprinting your entire life to get and obtain everything that you want for yourself, for your family, for your parents, and everything like that. Maybe something separate. And you mentioned things like wanting to get married, having children, having a family, you know, being alone and stuff like that. Like, what are you doing to push, you know, finding like a soulmate, finding your love, you know what I mean?
Before 35, I'm gonna get married.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a family. And if I don't, I'm just probably gonna post on social media like, hey, you know what, guys, I really need, like, because I feel like my fans and my audience, they're my friends.
Yeah.
And
you're very great with your fans. I gotta admit that.
Like, they're my homies, you know. Yeah. And they have their life, they have their careers. A lot of them in different industries.
Stop.
And I support them, and it goes both ways, you know. And yeah, if I'm before 35, if not, I'm just probably gonna, maybe at 34, I'm like, guys, I think I have a year left. And
have you explored the dating world at all?
I'm sorry. You really gotta post on social media, like, for real, Jackson? I can't. I'm just like trying to picture him posting something online, and I see it and I'll be like, I'm sorry, he said what? Bruh. Even though I'm pretty sure he's gonna find someone sooner than that, but
kid or kids.
So ladies, single ladies out there, sending your resume to Kinjaz Doja.
I don't know if I have kids. It depends on.
Do you know how many kids you want?
I don't know. It depends on my wife. I feel like if she wants kids, I would love to, but it's, you know, it's too much.
Well, you definitely got to come to that understanding before you get married with them.
Too much pain. You know, I feel like it's just too much pain to give birth to kids. So that's why I want my wife.
So would you be down with a wife who doesn't want to have kids?
Of course, man.
Oh, you're down with that?
Yeah, of course, because it's so much pain, dude.
Well, you could also, you know, women have been doing it for like thousands of years, but other than that, you could totally also just find a wife who also wants kids, like have that conversation.
That's not the conversation I'm gonna bring up in the first date. It was like, hey, nice.
Nobody said the first date. You're not gonna get married after the first date. Maybe not first date, but by date 3 to 5, you gotta
want to let it.
You gotta talk about that stuff.
Let naturally blend.
Right. Wow, you're such an easygoing guy, Jackson. What a great guy. You're very
What am I gonna do? Like a
understanding.
statistic and tell them to fill in forms?
You know what's interesting? People be doing that nowadays,
really?
right? Like online dating and stuff like that.
Bro,
Like
Tinder shit?
there's already like almost like set profiles, so you can get past. You know what I mean? Some of the small talk and bullshit.
Yeah.
So you can make
People are
it.
doing that, man.
Whether it be faith-based, you know what I mean, and religion, to preferences in like lifestyle, the way that you are, you know what I mean, the amount of kids that you want, whatever. Those things can kind of already be pre-selected in a sense, so you're almost swiping for the right people.
I just don't want to make my other half, partner, wife, you know, uncomfortable.
Of course, so nobody
if she
wants
doesn't
that,
want to give birth and then
so it's like
it's so painful.
If you found a
It's
super
extremely
dope girl and she's like perfect for you in every way, but then she just doesn't want to have children, that's not a deal breaker for you.
Oh,
basically.
definitely not. Because
Ah.
she's going through pain. I just can't stand that. Yeah.
What about the pain that you might have of regret of not having children?
Good question. That's a
Hey,
great question. Hey, I don't know. I never thought about that. It's just that I feel like it's so much.
I should be your wife because I think about these things for you. You know what I mean?
And you know what my prediction for you is? As you enter your 30s, you're gonna know.
I am.
And you're going to be like, you know what? This is a non-negotiable for me. That's the beauty of your 30s. You start to really just like, you know what? I'm down for that.
Yeah, you know, Jackson is just such a great guy. And like a lot of people were saying like he's a real man, he's the standard, but like I think it's nice that he feels this way, because for a lot of people that is a deal breaker, like legit. So for him to be this open about that, I think that's awesome. Like for some people, they have a genuine fear of getting pregnant and giving birth. Like it's a fear. Like me, I want children, but that's like actually, the thought is actually terrifying, because pregnancy has such crazy effects on the body. Like there are numerous things that can happen to you. And then like I'm not even gonna get into how Black women are treated in hospitals. I'm not even gonna get into that. I just think that it's really nice and refreshing that he feels that way, because not everyone does. So that's just very, very refreshing.
What you believe in, what your gut feeling is, just fucking trust that. You know? And I always believe like dying in your own hands. Like don't have your hands tied, or like whatever other people are trying to, like, I get it. Sometimes maybe compromise, but you still, it's your life, your standard of happiness. Everyone is different, and what might be happy to me doesn't really translate to you. But you get me? The standard is so different.
Yeah.
Trust yourself and live your life. If you believe in some shit, fucking do it, man. You feel lonely? Okay, it's okay. It's a part of the process. As long as you're doing what you love, and as long as you're focused on, you're very specific on what your color is, you know, what your tone is, what your style and taste is.
You know, sometimes it's just really hard to go with your gut feeling, because fear, you know, it's a thing. Like it's very real. But I love that he's always trying to tell us like to just trust ourselves and just go for it, and just keep doing what we're doing. Like just keep going, like, because I really be needing that, because I, you know, sometimes I'm just like, why am I putting myself on the internet like this? Who knows how things may change in maybe like next year or in a few years. So you just have to keep going and try our best, okay? We just have to keep trying, guys. We just have to keep trying. We got this. We will make our dreams come true. I also like that Anthony brought up like that people are your fans because they like your personality. He shares so much with us already. We feel, I don't know, we just feel like we can make more of a connection with him in a way. And he's also just like super nice to his fans. And like I always say, there's no one like him, like point blank period. There's just no one like him. Like I can't even explain without going down the list and trying to find examples of what I'm saying. But I said what I said.
No matter how low you get, I feel like sometimes I feel that too. When the lowest point, you think you're at the lowest point, where you just can't get lower. I feel like sometimes just appreciate it too, because whatever that happens after that, it's only gonna be up. I mean, I feel that too.
That's the truth.
That's another thing that I've had to like reprogram my mind to think lately. Like, well, actually for the past like year and a half. When I'm in a low and everything just does not go well, I have to just keep telling myself, you know what? I'm where I am now, but there's only up from here. Only up from here. It really does help a lot. It does. Like, you just have to tell yourself, oh, okay, well, only up from here. Things will get better from now on. So that's it's a great way to look at things.
They look at videos for content that's entertaining, whether it's in any aspect, whether it could be any music, performance, podcast, we're just talking. They need to release whatever they have in their life through podcasts, relief, you know. And I feel like that's the relationship between me and my community, me and my supporters, and I always feel like it's not about me. Get them happy, give a smile to their face. That's it. That's all I want. whether it's through music, whether it's through a podcast, it doesn't matter. You feel me? It's not as great as we think as artists. You get what I mean? It's like I want that for them. It's not about me.
Oh, he really is like such a sweet soul to even like think that way, or to even like really consider things in that viewpoint. Like, I just think that's really, really beautiful. And this is another reason why I keep saying that there's no one like him. Like, the fact that he can say things like this, and I don't know, it just means so much. Like, it's not about me. Are you kidding me, sir? We love you. But the fact that you appreciate the effect you have on us, like when we literally tell you like you make us happy, you help us get through life, I think it's really cute and it's really sweet. So thank you so much. That was really, really, really comforting.
So what kind of girl are you looking for? Explain.
What kind of girl?
Yeah.
Oh fuck. All right. I'm looking for someone that, honestly, I don't have a boundary. Like, whatever that clicks and whatever I have a vibe with, whatever.
You must have a type, though.
There's a moment.
What's your type? What type of girl do you normally find yourself attracted to?
Man. What type of... I don't know, man. Like, I think I like everything. What is this?
This is sign language for bullshit.
No. It's not. I don't have a type. This is the thing. If I have a type, I'll tell you guys. I don't have one.
So ethnicity has nothing to do with
No,
skin?
man. Any
ethnicity. Okay. What ethnicity was your last, like, what you would consider an actual relationship?
Asian.
Okay.
But then it's because I was in a place.
Sure.
I was in Asia, man.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of Asians in Asia. I get it. Yeah.
You get me? Like, yeah.
Billions
like,
even.
Yeah. Whoa.
Billions of Asians.
Please.
Yeah.
I just think that's very, very interesting that he says he has no type. I just think it's interesting. Like, I don't really know what more to say about that I can say online. Yeah, I just think that's very interesting. I didn't expect that answer, not gonna lie. But yeah, that's all I can publicly say. That's all I can publicly say.
I would want a partner for life that has their own dream. And it could be any field.
So they got an ambition for something.
No, of course, because I feel like everybody wants something in their life.
For sure,
you know?
absolutely.
Everybody. Like, and she focuses on doing that, I focus on doing that, and when we're together, like, we spend time together and we inspire each other. Maybe we'll argue, whatever it is, whatever she's going through, I can accept that and tell her, hey, you know what, this is what I feel. Very transparent and very open, and in both ways. I want that bond, because it's for life, I'm looking for that.
Of course, everyone wants that.
Let's get to the serious questions, though.
You just fucking asked me. This is my real talk. I told you so many times about this. We were at the rehearsal. I told you this.
What are things that if she was...
Are you gonna ask my fetish or some shit?
Well, oh, dude, that's a good question. What are your
This
fetishes?
is good. Okay, I'll tell you privately. I just feel like it's too much for people that's listening to this.
I wasn't even gonna bring
like,
fetishes.
like,
It's just such an...
Oh, okay. The whole fetish thing, the fact that he even said that, like, what? Sir, we all want that, like, deep, special connection with someone because we're gonna be with that person for life. So that's just very, very important. Simple as that. It's gotta be something natural that just develops over time. I just really hope he finds someone. I really hope you find someone, okay, that you feel that connection with, and that is someone that is there for you. I really do. I hope you do. Oh my god, the fetish thing. And I also think it's interesting that he said that it doesn't matter location.
I feel like what people really can connect with is realness.
I just want to say, I think it's so funny that he is just sitting on the other couch while this guy is now being interviewed. I just think it's so funny.
all my life, 10 years in the industry, 10 plus years in industry, I was working so hard for art. And then I started to realize last year, like second half of last year until now, you can't work hard in art because art is a feeling.
It's true.
When you want to be perfect at something, it's not, that's like science, that's like math. Calculation, equation, all that shit.
That really strikes a chord with me because I am a perfectionist. So that just like, that really spoke to me because I really just need to get past that whole like ridiculous perfectionist mentality I have for myself and my videos. Like, I just really need to get over it and just put out what I can at the moment and just be happy that I did something and be happy that I created, if that makes any sense. Anyways.
It loses its character. So then, after, I think middle of last year, I started to, you know what, fuck all that shit. Let me just be me. Deliver my flavor. I might not be perfect, I might not be the best singer in the world, the best dancer in the world, but let me do it my way. No, that is like the most impactful moment for me last year. When I feel like, you know what, and then after that, I started to recover. I might not be the best singer, I might not be the best dancer, I might not be the best creative, but let me do it my way. To them, what's perfect is imperfect. Imagine if I'm in a song, I recorded some shit. When you listen to a song that you hear, Cheetah, Her Type of Party, Long Gone, Greedy, you felt it, right? But it was. I don't know if you feel it. It's better than way better than everything that I released before. At least it's like.
I love your new music.
Jackson, look, we love your old stuff, okay? We love it. Just so you know, when you look back on it, I understand being like, oh my god, like, why did I even do this? Why did I think this was okay to do? I get it, but like, some people like really connect to that stuff, and some people like really love your old stuff too. So like, it's not all bad. I promise you, it's not. It's really not. Okay, it's not bad. I understand you have a different mindset now. I understand you have a different color now. Like, I get that, but it's not bad. Please know this. It is not bad. And it's okay to feel indifferent about it. It's okay to not like it right now, but just know it's not bad. Is it different from what you're doing now? Of course. It's a different color entirely, but like, it's not bad. It's really not. I promise you.
All the songs that you're hearing in Coachella, the whole session took like 40 minutes. Before it took like 6 hours.
Wow.
This time I just 30 minutes, 40 minutes.
That's crazy.
What's not perfect about it, leave it. And that's what the new music is. I don't know if it's gonna, people can relate to it, but I feel like because the feedback that you're giving me, you feel like, oh, it's cool.
People already relate to anything and everything you put out, just so you know. Those are the moments that I just wanted to like talk about and vent about with my life a bit. Sorry if it was too personal. I was eating and having some drinks while I was watching, and it was a great time. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was filled with a lot of moments that I never thought he would talk about on an interview, especially, like I said earlier, the relationship questions. I was just really not expecting him to answer them whatsoever, or not like go into as much detail about them as he did. I just really thought that was interesting, and also I just really thought it was cool that he opened up about what he was struggling with last year. I was very surprised at how much we like got to hear from this. Like, it was way more than I expected, to be honest. way more than I expected. It was way more personal than I was expecting it to be as well. And that's what I'll say. I will see y'all later. Peace.
Lex, love, you're gonna subscribe because I did.
Ah, thank you, Jackson.